Hello everyone, I am Pranati from KL University. Today in this video, we'll be talking about a topic called signal processing. So, the signal processing, many of you might not be familiar with it, but you have learned it in your lower grades, like talking about signals, wave transforms, the electromagnetic field, magnetic field, electrical signals, all this comes under signal processing. So, we'll be going in detail with it. Just the basic concepts of it. We'll not be studying in depth of it. So, first of all, what is signal processing? So, signal processing is a subfield of electrical engineering which talks about how to synthesize, analyze, and modify signals such as sounds, noise, and images and scientific measurements. So next, the signal processing applications. So the signals are a day-to-day part of our life without we realizing it. So the applications are like in consumer electronics, it's like the cell phones, mobile phones, the TVs, laptops, cameras, etc. And in well, coming to the point of medical background, it is like with CT scans, MRI scans, which are not going to be happened without the help of signals. So in transportation, like GPS, airplane tracking, and engine control. Next in military, it's for the surveillance and also the target tracking. And in remote sensing, such as astronomy, climate monitoring and weather forecasting. So today in this video we'll be covering the topics like analog signals, digital signals and the differences between them, and deterministic and non-deterministic signals, random signals, periodic and aperiodic signals and the differences between them. So first of all, coming to the point, what is a signal? In signal processing, a signal is a function that conveys information in the form of a wave. So a signal can be simply said as an electromagnetic wave which carries information is known as a signal. A signal may also be defined as an observable change in a quality such as quantity. So some examples of signals, as we have already seen the examples of signal processing, but now we have some more examples. Some examples include speech coding and transmission in digital mobile phones, and room correction of sound in hi-fi, and sound reinforcement application, analysis and control of industrial process, medical imaging such as CAT scan, which is nothing but CT scan as we have discussed earlier, and also the MRI, audio crossovers and equalization, digital synthesizers, and audio effects. So now the first topic, what is an analog signal? An analog signal, it can be just simply said as it is a continuous wave for which time varying feature of the signal is a representation of some other varying quantity that is analogous to another time varying signal. Human examples like human voice, natural sound, analog electronic devices may be said as a few examples of it. Next, the functionalities of analog signal. An analog signal can be time varying signal. Minimum and maximum values can be either positive or negative. So as we have said, analog signal is continuous waveform. As you can see in the graph, sine waves and square waves are two common analog signals, but don't assume that the square wave is a digital signal because its minimum value is negative. But whereas in digital signal, that we'll be discussing further. So note that the square wave is not digital signal because its minimum value is negative. Examples like video and audio. So, coming to the next topic, digital signal. A digital signal is a signal that is being used to represent the data as a sequence of discrete values. At any given of time, it can take at most one of a finite number of values. So, the examples like a computer, optical drives, and any other electronic devices can be said as examples of digital signal. So, in this, you can also see the graph where it is only lying between 0 volts and 5 volts, as we have previously talked about the computer knowledge of zeros and ones. It is similar to that. So the functionalities are examples of digital signals. Digital signals are commonly referred to as square waves or clock signals. Their minimum value must be 0 volts and the maximum value must be 5 volts. They can be periodic or non-periodic. The time signal is high, can vary from 1% of the period to 99% of the period. So do not get confused between the square wave of an analog signal and the square wave of a digital signal. In analog signal, the square wave it is having a minimum value at a negative value, so it is an analog. But in digital, we don't have a case of negative values as the minimum. So the difference between analog versus digital, we have already talked. Here are quite few you can look into. So an analog signals process analog signals, that is a time varying signal that can take any value across a continuous range, as known as a dynamic range. Analog circuits are an example. As you can see the graphs also, you can differentiate in it. So the digital signals process digital signals, that is analog signals that are modeled as having at any time one of the two discrete values. It's actually zeros and ones, either 0 volt or the 5 volt. So analog signals have range of settings like dimmer switches, human voices, ocean waves. So these are all the natural sounds that we have. And in digital signals, it has only two settings, that is on and off. So these are some of the other differences between analog and digital, like primitives from physical. Primitives are Boolean functions, lots of computation from one transistor, very little computation from one transistor, many bits per wire, 1 bit per wire, noise from thermal fluctuations and noise from round of error, signal not restored per stage, signals are restored per stage, noise accumulates, error does not accumulate through stages. So in this we can see signal, analog signals are continuous and digital signals are discrete, that is in binary form. And next, waves are sine curve, and this is denoted by the square wave. And examples are for analog are human voice in air, record player, cassette tapes, VHS tapes. And for digital it is like computers, CDs, DVDs, MP3 players, and digital phones and cell phones. So the uses of analog can be used in only analog devices, digital used in computing and digital electronics. So the next topic, it's deterministic signals. A signal is said to be deterministic if there is no uncertainty with respect to any instant of time, or signals which can be defined exactly by a mathematical formula known as deterministic signals. So in deterministic signals, there is no uncertainty with respect to its values. At any instant of time, we cannot find any uncertainty in it. So the examples are like sinusoid, exponential forms. So next, the topic is non-deterministic signals. In the name itself, it is non-deterministic, which means in deterministic, we have discussed that there is no uncertainty in its values at any point of time. So in non-deterministic, there will be an uncertainty in its values at any point, at some point of time. So non-deterministic signals are random in nature, hence they are called random signals. So there's no much difference between non-deterministic signals and random signals. We'll discuss about random signals further. So random signals cannot be described by a mathematical equation. They're modeled in probabilistic terms. As you can see the graph, it defines it. Next, coming to random signals. So a random signal or stochastic signal is characterized by its lack of predictability. Unlike a deterministic signal, whose value at any instant is known, the value of random signal at any instant is not known and cannot be predicted from the knowledge that we have in the past or from the past instants, from the values that we have recorded. So you can see the graph differences also. So these are quite few differences between deterministic signals and random signals. So deterministic signals can be represented and described by a mathematical equation, whereas random signals do not use a mathematical equation to be described. And deterministic signals are preferable because of analysis and processing of signals. We can use it in mathematical models. So it is preferable, but random signals are not preferable. The value of deterministic signal can be evaluated at time. The value of random signal cannot be evaluated at an instant of time. Examples of deterministic signals are sine and exponential, as we have discussed it earlier, and in random signals, it is of noise signal or speech signal. So coming to the next topic, it is periodic signals. So in the name itself, it says periodic, which means at definite intervals of time. We all know that. So a periodic signal is one that repeats the sequence of values exactly after a fixed length of time, so known as a period. In mathematical terms, a signal x of t is periodic if there is a number t such that for all equations it holds. You can see the graph which is continuous at every interval of time, it is the same, so which is known as a periodic signal. So aperiodic signal, the name itself defines aperiodic, which means it is not repeating same at every interval of time. A signal that does not repeat itself after a specific interval of time is known as aperiodic signal. An aperiodic signal changes without exhibiting a pattern or cycle that repeats over time. A periodic signal can be decomposed into infinite number of periodic signals. So that's the main difference. So here are quite few differences between periodic versus aperiodic signals. A signal that repeats itself at specific interval of time is known as periodic, and a signal that does not repeat itself at a specific interval of time is known as aperiodic. Signal that repeats its pattern over a period is called periodic, and periodic does not repeat its pattern over a period of time. They can be represented by mathematical equations, periodic signals, and aperiodic signals cannot be represented by a mathematical equation. The periodic signals are also known as deterministic signals, and aperiodic signals are also known as random signals. Examples of periodic signals are sine, cosine, square waves, and examples of aperiodic signals are sound signals from radio, all type of noise signals that we have or we hear. So there are graphs differentiating these both. I hope you find this video informative. Thanks for watching the video.